This settee looks so much bigger on television. Don't you think it does?
Yes. It is big
when you get up here, when you get up here, it's like a bed sit.
There's 4 of us on it now.
Yeah, I know, but it does. It's so much. It's cosier. I like it. I'm not complaining.
Intimate. Good. You've worked with Jenny and Roy before, haven't you?
Yes, but never actually sort of met them on the films that we've done.
Not on the same day.
Not on the same. Not
I was on a different day.
Oh, yeah, a different day. Yes. Roy, I think it was Pavlova. By the way, before we go further, have you ever been to Peterborough?
Yes. I yomped all over Peterborough.
I was expecting to see him in I, Claudius or Quo Vadis and all that in Peterborough. Yeah, but Pavlova we did. What were you in Pavlova?
I was the gardener.
That's right.
Well, with Jenny, what was that?
Jenny, I played the part. It was in Star. Julie Andrews did the film Star, and I played the part of Gertrude Lawrence's father, which is an easy part for me because I am Gertrude Lawrence's father. Which I think got out of that pretty well, yes.
I mentioned your famous catchphrases, and I suppose the first one that came from Sunday night at the London Palladium, I'm in charge.
I'm in charge, yes.
And they've all caught on, become part of our language. How do you evolve them?
I don't know. They just happen with me. Have you got one?
No.
I mean... Yeah, don't start being like that. You see, it's been very nice up until now, and they start. But you haven't got a catchphrase. I don't think you've ever used one.
No, I say good evening.
Good. That's good. That could catch on. No, I've had loads of them. I mean, I'm in charge, started it. I've had nice to see you, Nice! See, didn't he do well? Good game, good game. All right, my love. Points make. Nice! You get a chance to go for the car. I mean, it's another language, isn't it? But they just happen with me, and I don't think you can. I don't think you can really make up a catchphrase. I think catchphrases just happen. You say something, and the public make up their mind whether they're going to make anything of it or not.
It sounded like something from A Werewolf in London again. Just a relation of mine was at the Hippodrome in Eastbourne, in the audience, some years ago, when you announced from the stage that you had that job at the London Palladium. Yes.
Really?
And
the old Hippodrome.
That's it.
The old Hippodrome Eastbourne.
So that was really a plum job to get. You must have been very thrilled.
The Hippodrome Eastbourne, wasn't it? No, it's been done up now. I mean, they put a roof on it. But when I was there, I mean, it was a pretty dodgy place. And I used to go from, I mean, sometimes we'd do shows. I was in a concert party. It was only 13 of us in the show, including the 2 pianos and drums. So it was a really small show. And the audience were even smaller. Well, I mean, sometimes we get 25, 30 people there, and that would be it. And I'd go from that on a Friday and Saturday, drive up to London, and then be in the Palladium with 2,500 people. The contrast was incredible. Yes. In fact, the first time I ever went there, for the first show I ever did, I got to the stage door and I thought, I'm going to drive round the block again, and I did before I went in, because I was very, very like that.
Jenny, do you remember Sunday night?
I used to watch Sunday night at the London Palladium at school. Was the
No. Did you want to come on here? You know that, not that. What? You silly fool. They don't trust a bloody soul. I mean, who's going to pitch? God, bloody. I mean, you hard up for a few cushions.
Well, no, I mean,
look, he's got all paint on it. You'd be hard up for a few cushions, Mike.
They've obviously had trouble like this before.
Yes, exactly. I think you take them home.
I find they don't blow off in a strong wind either. That's quite nice.
Sorry about that. I played your... Oh, that's right. Yes, because I was your granddad.
Yes.
You were Gertrude Lawrence's daughter.
You?
Oh, no. But you used to watch it when you were a child. Yes, well, that's very nice to know. Change the subject, for God's sake. Right.
Acknowledged master of the game show, and the Generation Game was a classic, of course. Now, did you rack your brains to think of ideas for that? Were they your own ideas?
Well, a lot of them them, I used to stay on the floor because we had two producers, actually. I used to stay on the floor with the other producer because I could see sometimes, if a game wasn't working, I could see if I came on here and did that, it would probably be better. So I used to stay there and be sort of half a producer at times.
And it went better, I suppose, when things went wrong.
Oh, yes, we love things to go wrong. Well, the audience do that. I mean, they love that. You see, the fact that these are all sewn on here, by God knows what you've got it sewn on by, but they love all that, don't you? Yes! They hate to be all everything to be smooth all the time.
In fact, pillows came into one of the sketches you did. There were a lot of laughs with that one. That stuck in my mind.
Oh, that's right, because we used to do these little plays that you probably, you know, weren't old enough to see the Generation Game. But we used to do these plays, you see, and we'd leave lines for people all over the place. They could be on a wall or behind a mirror or something, or in your coat. I mean, I'd say something, and then the line would be there, you see. Well, I must pay that cheque. But you see, so this woman, I was saying, it's on the pillow, it's on the pillow, and she started looking for the pillow, and it was on a pillow, one that was, yeah. You brought it up. I didn't want to. I mean, what a nothing story that was. You sure you'd never been to Peterborough?
What makes a good contestant?
A good contestant, well, somebody who's maybe a little bit nervous, like we all are as performers. Everybody's nervous before they go on. But then when they get on there, they manage to relax. And this is why when I did the Generation Game and Play Your Cards Right, half of my job at the start there is to relax them. And by having a bit of fun with them and chatting with them and talking about their lives and maybe having a bit of fun with them in many ways, it can relax them. And then from then on, they're great, you know.
You did a bit of homework as well, of course.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, I do my homework. But one guy we had on Play Your Cards Right, I must tell you this, he came from Birmingham and he did everything wrong. He did It was in the days when we first did the show. It was in the first series when we only used individual people, not couples. We did the first series, just ordinary people. And he did everything wrong, you know. And if he got a 10 or a jack, he'd say higher. And if he got a 5 or a 6, he'd say lower. And he did this the whole way, but it worked for him. And he got into the final game. He couldn't answer the first question. He completely messed that up. And then it got to the cards, and I said to him, now think that. And he was like, oh, no, I'm having a good time, I don't care. He was loving it, you see, and then he was taking chances on cards, a 10 or a jack, higher, and it was higher, sounds like lower, and he actually won the car by doing everything against the rules of the game. He won the car. Luckiest fellow in the world. Last thing I heard of him, he got run over by a bus. He didn't get run over by a bus, but he was marvellous. After the show, he came out and he was still happy, and he phoned up his family and he said, what do you want, a green one or a white one or a red one? We can have any colour we like. And I was very thrilled for him. He was a wonderful contestant.
Your audience control is legendary. What was the quote? Like a one-man wolf pack attacking a bear. I mean, you really make the audience work, don't you?
Yes, I bounce off the audience all the time. In fact, I do. I mean, they're half my show. In fact, they're the best half of my show, the audience. But I hit at them all, you know, it's all at them.
Because a lot of what you do is instinct anyway. You don't have to analyse it, it just happens,
It just happens, yeah.
Because Jenny and Roy, being actors, you can't confront the audience in quite the same way, can you?
Well, there's a very odd situation that happens on stage, which is when you're in the audience watching a play, you don't think of yourself as being... you know, you're not aware of yourself at all.
No, you're in the dressing room. Just send the costume on.
On stage, you're very aware of the audience, although you can't play to them in that way.
No.
You're very aware of what they do. I mean, when I was doing Arden of Faversham, there was a scene in it at the end. They eventually get to murder... I murder my husband, and it's a very dramatic scene. And it was in the pit at the Royal Shakespeare Company, which is this tiny little theatre, and everybody's very close to you, so you can see everybody, you can hear everybody. And was stabbing him on the floor, and it was fairly wild, and my hair, which was tied up, started to fall down, and some hairpins fell out, and I heard one woman turn to the other, and she said, look, the hairpins have just fallen out. This is just after I've murdered my husband.
They make you go, those kind of things. Yeah, they love it.
Performers are notoriously superstitious. Are you?
Oh, very. I won't eat green sweets. I love wine gums, but I take all the green ones out. I throw them away. I won't do that. A hat on the bed. What's that?
Can I have those?
You can have them, yeah. Take them to Peterborough, yeah. And I hate to see a hat on a bed. That's bad luck. Unladdered.
Especially if it's not
Especially
yours.
if it's not yours.
But I think you're superstitious. Are you superstitious?
I try to avoid being... I don't like being told superstitions. I wish I'd never
Oh,
known
yeah,
about the hat.
exactly. Yeah.
I mean, when I was doing Arden, someone suddenly said to me before, "Oh, it's interesting you're wearing green." And I went,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
why?" It's very unlucky to wear green. All my dresses were green, and this is just before we opened.
Oh, that's a great...
You as well, Roy?
I suppose I don't have any superstitions simply because I'm superstitious. I mean, because if I had, you know, I think there are. Have you been to Peterborough?
Yes. I'm not going now, I tell you that. Now, another one is Magpie, where we live in Wentworth, and if I look out the bathroom window when I first get up and look out there and I see one magpie, that's very unlucky. And if you see a magpie, you have to salute it and say, "Good morning, General." I do, I'm such a bloody idiot. Morning, General. But if there's two magpies, it means you're going to have a lovely day. You believe in that
Yes,
one?
I
Oh,
do.
good.
I usually just look for the other magpie.
I'm getting to like you now.
Bruce, you started life as Bruce Forsyth Johnson. What happened to Johnson?
No, actually, my real my whole name was Bruce Joseph Forsyth Johnson. Yes.
What happened to Johnson?
Well, same thing happened to Joseph. I mean, would you have invited me here tonight if I was Joe Johnson? You wouldn't. Joe Johnson was an old boxer, actually. He was a black boxer. Yeah, nothing like me at all. No, it's just that I thought, you know, how can I have all those names on a bill, you know, especially the way I was billed when I first went into Variety. I was always down the bottom. How could you have Bruce Joseph Forsyth Johnson, you see? No room. So I decided to use the Bruce and the Forsyth because I have a double-barrelled surname. It's Forsyth-Johnson.
Oh, yes.
And it's Forsyth, actually. Forsyth.
Well, I did wonder.
On this show, I don't mind being called Forsyth, but if it was... if it was one of those really classy talks, it would have to be Forsyth.
Forsooth. Yeah.